Hi Matilda. Hi Corrine. So as you see from the title, this one is going to be a file folder to make a trifold journal in a Jane Austen themed. Hi Judy, hi Patricia, hi Sherry. Obviously I'm going to wait a few minutes until a few more join. Hi Tanya. Hope everyone is well. Hope you're all keeping busy, crafting away. Hi Amanda. So I've got my nice big cup of tea in my travel mug, keep me going for a while. Hi Laurie. Hi, is it Anelis? Barbara, hi. Oh, that's nice, making masks. So today, I had to plan this out because I'm not just going to wing it. So, yeah, had to plan this out today, and oh boy, did it give me a headache. Hi Laurie. Hope you're well. Hope you've not been running around town in your pajamas again. I did have to laugh at your videos the other day. Hi Lisa. Hi, is it Marita? Sorry. Hi Mandy. Hi Carol. Hi Catherine. Oh, there's loads of you tonight. So yeah, I had to plan this out because I wasn't just going to wing it. And obviously, you know, these have been done before. This is, you know, it's not a tutorial as such. It's just a craft along with me, and you know, this is how I do it, sort of thing. I need to put some cream on my hands because it's been we've just had dinner and done all the washing up, and oh, hands are sore from all the washing of the hands as it is. Hi Norma. Hi Jane. So here in the UK at 8 o'clock tonight, we all like stood on the doorstep or whatever, or out your windows, and we cheered and applauded for the frontline workers. And it was a great response again tonight because we done it last Thursday, and I think we're going to be doing it every Thursday at 8 o'clock, just to show appreciation. So like I said, I'm just going to wait a few minutes, let everyone catch up, or join in, I should say. Hi Debbie. So far no gents in the room tonight. Yeah, it's quite emotional actually, like when you're seeing everyone and hearing like all the cheering and whistling and applauding. My son was actually walking back from work because he's a frontline worker at the moment, and he thought, why is everyone stood on the doorstep? What are they all doing? And he thought, oh my gosh, what's happened? And then he realized when like what time it was, because last week he wasn't at work, so he was at home. But yeah, he was thinking, why is everyone stood on the doorstep? I'm just having to take my big jumper off because I'm really warm. Yeah, it was great. It is nice. It just shows you you know, how much everyone is, you know, being supportive right now. Right, let me see. Right, there's quite a few of you in the room. Hi Wenka. Got it right, haven't I? Let's finally craft in here. Her name is Wenka. Well, I think that's right. I've probably still said it wrong, haven't I? Trying to master your name. Right, so I'm going to be using, I've not printed everything off yet because obviously I'm going to obviously show you like how I'm going to construct the file folder. I've got some digitals here. These are from ARTYmaze. These will be going in all the pockets and tucks that are going to be on the file folder, and then I'm going to make a journal to go in it as well. Yeah, there's a lot of people out having to work. It's not just the medical staff. Everybody's keeping the world going round at the moment. So this is from ARTYmaze, and I do believe she has 2 Jane Austen kits in her shop. And again, I should have, because I was running a little bit late, I didn't get the link up to share with you. But if you go onto ARTYmaze on Etsy, then you'll see all our kits. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people do have to carry on. So this, I thought this would go really nice because there's lots of pinks and pastel-y colours in the kit. So these first ones, like I said, these are from ARTYmaze. These are from ARTYmaze, and if you're on ARTYmaze's Facebook group, she gave a free kit away the other day, 10 pages. So I'm using the background ones, and I've printed a few of each one because I don't know how much of it I'm going to need. So I'm going to use them for my backing papers and matting papers, I should say, and also for my pockets and bits and bobs. And what I'm planning on doing is do the folder. I've got a dummy one to the side of me, so I know what I'm doing, and I've also wrote it down on a bit of paper, which is like scribbles. And then I'm gonna make all the pockets and stuff, see how long we get tonight, how long it takes me, I should say, to get all that done. And maybe this part will be part 1 will be the construction. Right, okay, right, see if I can get this right. Right, so make sure it's the right way to what I've done. So obviously this is my file folder, and I'm going to be using 2 of them, but one of them is I'm probably only going to use half to make pockets and things like that up with. Right, so if you've got a file folder, they tend to look something similar to this. Right, if you've got ones like this, then this is how I'm going to be doing it. You've got 3 little score marks here, one where it folds over, and then one here and one there. I'm going to find that middle one, and then that is going to be, that's going to be my centre for what I'm doing. And I'm just going to burnish that with my bone folder. Sorry I can't get everything in the camera frame, but you can say fussy cut. Right, so obviously then you will have the two other lines, two other score marks either side of that one there. Right, so I'm going to put the middle line, the middle score, if that makes sense, onto the 6-inch mark on my, what do you call this thing again, the scoreboard. Right, and then from, not from the 6-inch mark, but from the second score, but it's not quite on, the other one was, it's not quite on a, oh there we go, it's because I'm skew whiffy. Right, so that is that one. I'm just going to reinforce them so you might be able to see it a little bit better. Right, so from this second score line, actually not the second, so we've got the middle and then we've got one either side. I'm going to go 4 1/4. Right, so that's what I done. I'd put that, sorry, see, I'm confused by my own writing already. So I'm putting that one, the end score line, at 6, and then I'm going to go out 4 1/4 and score. So that's 4 1/4. That's 1 2 3 4. Yep, just checking, and I'm scoring that. Then I'm going to just take that down to I'm just going to take that down to the 6, right, because it's too long to do it all in one. And then I'm going to score it at 8 1/2, because I'm going to create a pocket with this. Okay, so that's 8 1/2. So can you see what I've done there? Sorry, I've just wobbled the camera as well now. So from that point to there is 4 1/4, and then from there to there is 2.5 inches. Right, now do I need to turn this round? I do. I need to turn it around now, and then I'm going to put the last score, not the middle, but this one on it at 6, and then go down to 1 2 3 4, so 2, so it's 1, and or just measure down 4, and I'm rubbish at math. 4 1/4, so you want 4 1/4 there, and then I think we can get another 4 1/4 out of that. We do. So it's 1 2 3 4 1/4, right? And that's that. That was easy. Yeah, watching it through your computer. Good, good. Right, then the middle of these 3 scores, right, I'm gonna do that, right, and then I'm just trying to think which way I'm doing that. Yep, I'm turning it that way, and I'm gonna score it at 8 1/4. Oh, that just went off. There we go. So I've now messed that up already. Got a score mark that I don't want. There we go. Right. Right, now just gonna check my thing to see. Right, I need to move this out of the way now. Okay, let's go. Right. Just checking. That way. It's that way. Sorry, it's so confusing. Yeah, see, I've done this slightly different to my other one, or have I? I have, but it doesn't matter. Right. So, sorry, because this is too big a project to be doing for me. That's coming off, and that is coming off, and that's going to be my pocket, which I really have messed this up. I haven't really. I'm just going to chop this off. Right, I'm going to chop this off, and then no, I can't do that. Okay, see, this is real life videoing for you. I've messed it up already. Why do I feel like I've messed that up? I think I have. No, I haven't. No, it's just because I'm working around the wrong way, that's all. Right, so that's coming off, and that's coming off, that's coming off, that's coming off. These little bits are coming off. This is the back. I'm keeping that. I'm going to cover it over, so I'm just writing K on there for keep, right? So that's coming off, that's coming off, and that's coming off, and then that's coming off, right? Sorry, you'll probably think, what is she talking about? Right, so to make it easier, I'm going to start off by chopping off this piece. See, I was going to already cut it all, but then I thought, well, if you want to do it, then you won't know how I've done it. Oops, I just haven't got a lot of room here. I won't be doing a big project like this. I won't be working on something the size of this to start with. Right, so now I'm going to have to scissor this off, right? Right, so I'm keeping this one here, so I need to get rid of this one here. So I'm just gonna, and then I'll take that off. And I'm going to take from that score line to that one, including the middle one, that is coming off. Well, actually, all this is coming off as well, so there is other easier ways to do this than how I'm doing it. I don't really play around with file folders that much. I think I've only done a few. You can keep them, they'll come in handy for something. Don't throw them away. Right, now I'm happy. I should have been this way. So this is going to be our pockets. My journal will sew into the center of these 3 marks. This is going to be a pocket, but it's not going to be on the inside. It's going to be on the back, and I may have to trim that down later. And then that will be my flipping. I might have to. No, I shouldn't. Might not. What have I done here? Something. My measurements aren't right. I've gone and messed up. I have. I've messed it up live on YouTube. You're crafting in your pajamas. Yeah, I wasn't going to get dressed today, but yeah, I can. Oh, I've actually really, what have I done here? Right, that's 4 1/4. That's 4 1/4. Ah, it's because I measured it. Yeah, I have. Right, so I need to go back in. I'm just going to adjust this to, see, that's 4 1/4. Why? Oh, it's because when the journal's in, Yvonne, shut up, you silly woman. There we go. Oh my God, had a panic attack then. Right, there we go. I didn't mess it up, see? Oh, phew, I need a glass of wine now. Right, so do not follow my instructions because I'm rubbish. Right, I wondered what had gone wrong. It's just because I didn't fold it properly. Right, so that's how it's going to be, with obviously keeping that to keep a pocket on the back, right? So, bearing in mind that this is going to be my pockets. Lol, Yvonne, stay cool. I know, thank goodness I took my big jumper off because I'm really getting in a sweat now. Okay. Yeah, I'm just double checking myself here that I have done this right. Yeah, I have. That's going to be like that because that's actually probably going to, with a journal in there, it's going to be more of a squared piece there, and I will put some Tyvek on that to strengthen it. Excuse me, because I literally just had my dinner. I've got the burps now. Right. So now I know I've got this correct. I'm going to make some pockets, and I'll put the pockets on panic over. Yeah, panic over. Right. See, I only drew it out and scored it out. This was my template today. But obviously I didn't cut any of it out. I just scored it and drew on it, sort of thing. But yeah, I knew it was right. I know I'm not that silly. Right, I've got some spare pieces of file folder that I've used for other things. Right, so I'm going to make some pockets, and I just need to turn my paper around. I've got things pegged up all over the globe. Right, there we go. So I'm going to make a long pocket with a pocket at the bottom, right? So I'm going to score. I'm using this because it's much easier. Right, no. So about 1/2 inch there. And I'll turn that round, and then I'm going to go 4. Take it to the 4-inch mark. This is why I don't do tutorials, because I'm crap. And then another 1/2 inch there. So I'm going to cut that off now. Alright. And because of the length of this, I'm going to have one at, did I say 7.5? I did, so 7.5. Possibly. Yep, 7.5. Score. Go in 1/2 inch. Take the score mark into the 1/2 inch mark. Score, or just cut straight off. So that's that piece, and I'll show you that in a sec. Then I'm going to make another little pocket, which again is going to be scored at the 1/2 inch. Take that, turn it around, take it to the 4-inch, and take it in 1/2 inch and cut that off. and that is going to, I'm going to do that one at 3, did I say? Just, no, 4. Let me see what 4 would be like. Oh, it's about there. Yeah, I'm going to do that one about 4. Score it there, take it in 1/2 inch. Oh, I keep forgetting to just trim that off, right? So that's that one done. Then I'm going to do one more pocket, which I might end up doing more than one more pocket, but so again, take it in, score it at the 1/2 inch, turn it around, do it again at 4, take it in 1/2 inch. It's just to give you a little fold thing to, well, you'll see in a minute. Then I'm going to do another 1/2 inch down the bottom. It's just basically around the size you want. You have like 1/2 inch around so you can fold it over, right? And I want that one at 4. I can trim that off, right? Okay. Whew, all these measurements. Like I said, I'm not very good at measurements and stuff, so I'm gonna cut these corners. You know, if you've used digitals and things like that, when you get the pockets, you've got these little bits that you can fold around so that you can glue it on. And there we go. That's one pocket there. I'll do a little punch. And there. Get all the measurements, measuring everything out and cutting them out of the way, because it is quite boring, but obviously it has to be done. And then this one as well, so just, it's basically mitering them. Don't need to do that, just a little snip there at the top. And there we go. And if you've watched some of my other videos, you'll know that circle punch doesn't work, and I use my, wherever I've put it, I use my tab punch from Stampin' Up, because if you do this, just kind of center it, just take it in a little bit, you can get a little notch out of there, but I'm not going to do that yet. All right, I'll just show you. I'll do that. I'm going to do it once I've matted them. So I'm going to set that out of the way, and I need to bring this in now, because this has got to be done. I'm gonna grab some papers that I showed you, all these backing papers. If you've just joined, then you'll know that I'm using, this is a freebie from ARTYmaze. She's got that on her Facebook group. Yeah, sadly these are discontinued, but people do sell them. I got mine about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. What was that? Some little bits I do, yeah. Bits that I know that I'm going to use, I will keep, but I have got a bin right at the right hand side of me, so when I swipe it actually goes into my bin. Yeah, but there is bits on the floor, yeah. And it is, I am in my craft shed. Right, so just looking to see which ones I want to use first. I does like that, it's very, very pretty, isn't it? So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to use, oops, not a lot of room. Right, I'm going to start with the back actually, because I want to try and space them out so that it's not the same all the way over. I've got one piece there, I might use another piece there, something else in the middle. So I just needed to measure this, and then we'll just be making little notes for myself, and I'll do this in centimeters. So I wonder if that is actually, so I'll be keeping the length of that. I just needed to know the width, which I think I will do 10 centimeters. So let me see if I can get this done without messing that measurement up. So 10 centimeters, and ta-da, I'll do another one at 10 centimeters because I'll no doubt use that anyway. And then that little piece is not going in the bin. Sorry, I'm not really catching up with the chat because I'm trying to concentrate so I don't mess up again. Right, now do I want that in the middle of that or that? I think I'll do that in the middle. Okay, so, oh, I love my she shed. I used to craft indoors, and then this is my second shed because I kind of grew out of the other one. It was obviously smaller, and this one is just perfect. So how many sides do I need? Hang on a sec. So I need 1, 2, 3, so that's 6 at 10 centimeters across. So I'll just do that while that's out. So that's me got 3 so far. Set that up there, and we'll do make sure that's the right way round. I'll do 10 centimeters. Sorry about my plaster on my finger. Cut my finger yesterday morning, and you know what, it's still stinging, which apparently is a good thing. So I'll use that, and where's the other one gone? I'll use that. I think this is actually going to work really well with the Jane Austen kit because of the nice pink colours. It's going to look very very girly. Well, Jane Austen is girly, isn't it? Okay. Right, at this point you can ink all around. I might do the inking afterwards because I'm not sure if I'm going to do any sewing on this, because that would be another disaster, trying to get the sewing machine out and all this stuff going on. Right, so I need a piece for here, which that is, I might have to do that. I see I switch from centimetres to inches if I can't get a good reading. So I kind of need that to be, yeah, 5.5, that will do. But let me see. So if that goes on there, I will definitely ink up afterwards, and that will go there. And I might actually do another pink. Sorry, I'm just deciding here. Deciding. Right, I'm going to just do another of the pinks. I did actually do, I've got another video that's actually uploaded that I done today of a little, another little insert that you can do in your journal, and I was so busy I haven't got around to releasing it yet on there. So that will be on there later as well. Okay, so that's that, and that may, I'll come back to that one. Okay, so I'm just going to ink up these, and right, let me see what you're talking about. Bit shabby, yeah, it is going to be a little bit shabby. Just get these. Hi, Free Spirit from Idaho. I don't think this is actually, no, I've started it. I don't think it's going to be a great big lengthy video. But obviously I did prep. When I say I prepped, I printed and then tried to work out all my measurements and thought I had them all right. But I did have them all right. Hi, Frida. Yeah, there is. I love background papers because, well, here in the UK, it's really hard to get a decent paper pad. And for a while, the TK Maxx was doing the big recollections ones. There was, oh, it was hundreds of pages in them, and they were selling them for like £7.99, and I bought tons and tons of them. But I've used them all now, and they actually don't have any craft stuff anymore. When I've gone in, absolutely nothing. So it's great to have all these great backgrounds and digital kits that we can, you know, buy, we can print out as often as we like and use in loads of different projects. Right, I'm sure I had another one of those. I did. What I will do with the measurements, if I remember, once this, obviously, because this is a live video, I do save it and it gets kept so that you can watch it on replay. I will write the measurements down from the size of the file folders that I have, and maybe that might help. But, you know, even with me having my own measurements, I still messed up. I still messed it up. I did. Right, so that's that, and that's that. So that's the 6 that I need so far. I will just show you. Where did that go? How can I lose that already? Right, there we go. That is what I done. If you're just joining. And that here is the score mark, because I scored it at all the way along. I scored that at 8 1/4 inches so that I could get the length of roughly a traveller's notebook size. And that, so that's 2 1/2, it's 4 1/4 from that line, and then from that line it's 4 1/4, and then from the 4 1/4 mark it's another 4 1/4. Right, oh no, I left the lid off my glue. Oh. Well, Sherry, that these papers here are a freebie on ARTYmaze's group. I just need to wipe that. And it's a free kit that she's done. Oh, hello, Lou. I didn't know. Sorry, I missed if you're already on. That's good that Graham's doing it. I know I need to sort something out for Alan to do. A little challenge. If you're on the Junk Journal Junkies chat group, then I've started a challenge to get not just your husband. It doesn't have to be your husbands. It could be your kids. Just give them a little project. Just make up a few items, put it together and say make something with it. See what they come up with. It doesn't have to be a journal. It can be anything. Okay, so now it's deciding, do I have that on the back? Because it's on the back, but once you start folding things all about, it will be the front and the back. That could have been, is that the same measurement as that? It is, yeah. Just looked a little bit different. Right, okay, just let's get on with this. Oh, glue's coming out. Yep, and Tina, Shabby Dabby Doodah, also said that this glue is not the same anymore. So I'm glad, because I know she uses it. Right. Just use whatever glue. You could sew this on, but obviously I don't have the the space to do that, unfortunately. I need to think of, need to try and get a better setup so that I can bring things in and don't have to worry about knocking this camera. So, right, so that's that. I'll just use my trusty gift card just to squish it down. And we'll do the middle piece. So my son was saying tonight that he doesn't actually know if he'll have a job. They're still working. They're a logistics company, and they deliver to the hospitals and care homes, all that kind of stuff. And it is like cleaning supplies and all that kind of stuff. Nothing, it's not medical supplies or anything. But anyway, he said that the work's just not coming in at the moment. So he's got a funny feeling that maybe in a couple of weeks, if it still is the way it is right now, that there won't be any work at all. The numbers have gone down. Right. And then I'll do, shall I split that up and just have that there? Yeah, I'm gonna sorry, I'm just trying to catch. Yes, Wenka, they are. Because I've got a laser, I will do these on copy paper because the quality is great. But if I was using an inkjet, I would definitely be using photo matte paper because it does. If you've done it on copy paper on an inkjet, then I guarantee you it will fade. The images, the markings, the colours will all fade. But if you use a photo paper, right, what way is that around? There we go. I use this instead of a brayer. I don't have one. I don't need one, actually, I should say. So I'm going to flip that over so that I can do these three. Right, now I'm going to try and, right, that one is that one, so I think I will put that there. And that goes that away. And I'll put the pink one in the middle. There we go. I don't need to worry about the inside, and then I'll find something to go on there. I don't know whether I might punch that, actually. They definitely have, though. They've definitely changed the formula. It's like I haven't had two the same. That's the weird thing. Haven't had two bottles the same in a while. They're either too thick, too runny. One of them was just, it was coming out so thick that nothing was really sticking to it. It was really odd. I actually just binned a lot. Well, I tell a lie, I didn't bin it all. I squeezed some of it into a jar, mixed it with some water, and used it as like a collage glue. So, but I think when I got right down to probably about an inch left in it, I thought, you know what, I'm not going to bother. Can't be bothered. Right, I was having fun doing that. I am going to distress my folds, but I just want to get these matted right now. I can go around all my folds afterwards. You can do these, you know, these things. You don't have to do like, you don't have to be uniform about it and do, oh, I must do that first. And, you know, if you haven't got, like, if you're not sewing and all that kind of stuff and adding other stuff, then you can go around and ink things up afterwards. Everybody has their own way of working, and you can do, you know, you can have the same things, but you'll always come out with a, you know, a different way of using it, and a different, you know, a different project that you would make with the same things. I would love to do that, actually. If, say, so many of us had exactly the same thing, say 10 items, right, and you had to go away and make something, it'd be lovely to see what exactly you came up with. Right, I'm trying my best to keep all this straight and lined up, but I can't put my head over because that's where my iPhone is. Right, is that's that way. I don't know, is ARTYmaze on? I don't know if I've missed her popping on. I've missed a lot of you jumping on to watch. So I do apologise, and so I'm just going to say hello and welcome. Thanks for joining. And if you're watching this on a replay tomorrow or after that, you're probably wondering why I'm sitting saying hello to people. That's the only thing with the replays. Right, okay. Not really fussed about that being straight towards that edge, because that's going to get glued over as a pocket. Now, do I punch that? Do I punch it? I need a little sip of tea. I should start a challenge like that on your channel. Yeah. Maybe I will. I'm trying to come up with some ideas and other projects, you know, because I will just sit here and make journals and journals and journals, and once you've seen how you make one, you've seen them all, haven't you? Oh, that's actually quite nice. Right, okay, so this is going to be a pocket. So what I need to do is find, again, I'm just going to need something, I need to measure that. It's going to be the 10 inches across, but I need to buy 8, I would say about 8.3 centimeters in depth. Right. So we will do, that's a really nice pretty bit. So we'll keep that. And what did I say that was? I forgot already. 8 point, I will say 8.3. Is that it? We shall see. Yeah, that's perfect. Whoops, I just wobbled you. I'm just going to ink that up. So, what are you all working on? What are you making right now? And this is also a good opportunity for you, if you don't know each other on here, then you can all give a shout out about your YouTube channel, what your YouTube channel is. If you do videos, if you don't, then you can join other people's, because this would be a good time to do it. Hi, Kaza. Right, let me see. I can get that on there nice and straight. Yeah, me done that. I don't know why I'm just thinking, I don't know why right, I need to cover that. I don't know why I covered all of one of them, because I think I'm pretty much going to be covering it over. Oh, but at least there'll be a little bit in the background. Hey ho. Or I might actually, yeah. So I've kind of wasted a bit of paper there, but it's because I'm doing this straight off the top of my head. I've been doing some embossed covers for journals. I like embossing. I love seeing some of the embossed covers. They're amazing. Right, what's that there? That's that. I can't use that, so it's gonna have to be you know what, I'm gonna what did I say that was again? 5.5. Right. I'm gonna chop in. I want some of this design here, so I'm gonna yeah, that's perfect. Even though it's from the same sheet as there, I think. No, it's not. So I'm just going to ink that up. Hi, Carol. Again, I'm just going to say I hope everyone is well. Right. This is tricky because it's big. Perfect. So I'm going to try and keep these to about 1.5 hours to maybe 2 hours. And if I start something like tonight, I'm hoping to get all the pockets done. And then tomorrow I'll do all the embellishing and add the ephemera and work with that. And then I will do the journal, which again, that could, it's not going to be a big thick journal, not like the one I done on the on the Ultra paper bag, because that just got super chunky, that did. Because I didn't normally what do you call it, I don't normally decorate them when I put them in there because of the ephemera on the top. Right. Right. Okay, lost all my, oh, there they are. They're right there. So I'm gonna just set that up out of the way for now to make these pockets. Which one is that? Did I do them both the same size? I did, so it doesn't really matter. Right, I'm just going to decorate these with, well, actually I still have to look at this, because I'm only going to put one pocket in here and then do the double. I might actually just do something completely different actually to what I was planning. Right, I'm going to have to set that up like that. I hope that's not going to be distracting. I'm actually doing stuff, but the video, when I'm watching the video, there is a slight, only a few seconds of a delay. Right, okay, so I need to measure these. I'm going to put one of these on here, so I just need to be mindful that I don't use the same paper. So it's 9.5. Ooh, by 9.5, that's good. Right, let's see, try not to waste. Oh, look at that, that's just shy of 9.5. See if I can get away with that. No, it's too small. It's too small. Okay. So I said 9.5 by 9.5. Keep it. See, they're the little sizes that would be great if you're making little cluster embellishments. So it is, I think. With the pockets, I'm going to have to ink up around them, I reckon. Good. Yeah, this is a really good way. Oh, I've got something stuck there. Probably a bit of glue and ink. That away because of the writing. Good way to connect doing these as well when you're all chatting, because you're getting to know each other a little bit if you all chat away amongst yourselves while I'm trying to concentrate and not make a mistake. Yep, small pieces from masterboards. Yep, collage pages. And we sit that there for I'm gonna, when I do these, I've said this before as well, if you've watched some of my other like how-tos and whatnot, I fold the two sides in and then that bit comes up last, so that when you put something in, if it's like that, it can stick, but this way it doesn't seem to. It's not my idea, so someone else did it quite a while back. I'm just going to have to hold that down because this is quite thick cardstock and I can check up on you all. Hi Safina. Not sure if you can put the links into the chat, but if you get the link to your channel, just fill your books and put the your link in there, and then anyone can just click on it and it will take right to the channel, and then you can click subscribe. Right, so that's going to look quite nice actually, I think. That go there. I'm going to have to ink these up now, I think. Oops. Because I don't want to do that and then put the pockets on and a little bit of inking. Hi Stampin' Stilettos, I think that's what it says. But some of you obviously have got different names on your channels to what your real name is. So, excuse me, need a drink. Tea's got a little bit cold. Gosh, I've been on nearly an hour already. It goes really quick. I do think to myself, oh, you know, it's been a long time doing this each night, but it's not actually that long. Doesn't feel it. It's because I'm busy. Because I'm busy. I need to order some more ink. I do. Some distress ink. Right. Whoops. And some sponges, because they're starting to fall to bits. They don't last long. That was only new about a week ago, and it's, look at it. If you can see the state of it. It's had it already. So any ideas after, obviously this will be probably another 3 nights of doing this. Not consecutive though. Tonight's Thursday, so I'll probably come back Sunday with this. Spend some time with people in the house, as we're all getting sick of each other anyway, so could be back tomorrow night. This should realistically be finished by next Tuesday, this series of the file folder. So what am I going to do next? Yeah, I used to do the re-anchors, but to be honest, I just prefer the real ones. And they have gone up so much in price as well. I know that obviously you get a good few uses out of them, but yeah, I don't need to do that side, do I? Because it's this side I need to do. Yeah, I don't. Thank you for the comment about the file folder. Who's Claire? Oh, it's not Claire, it's is it Claire? Sorry, my eyesight's terrible because I'm so far away. Somebody's dog's going off on one outside, not mine. Right, oh, just got to do around here. Yeah, so do I punch it? Punch what? See, I'm probably just joining in halfway through someone else's conversation here and thinking that that was for me. Right, so I think I've pretty much done all of that. No, I haven't. Right, so anyone got any ideas of what I could do next? What you want to... I was thinking of making a journal, pre-make the journal, that is, and work on a page like every other night or 2 pages, just making different pockets and using envelopes and stuff just to fill a journal up, and then I can just add my photographs and stuff like that to it. So just something else. I have got a couple of ideas that I've saved as well. I'm not really into grungy. I do like I'm trying to think, the last time I done something that was like really dark, like and grungy, was probably a long time ago. I do kind of prefer the shabby, vintagey type look. That's what I'm comfortable doing. Right, so that's that way. Right, since I've done that, I'm going to glue that now. Probably right off camera there, but this is just sticking out. So obviously I've just glued that. I'm gonna... should have maybe... that might come away actually. Right, so that's me got one pocket. Right, that's going to be the inside. Not quite sure. Right, this is going to be... whoops, just wobbled you. Going to be another journal with a ring binding system. Yeah, I could do something. I've done them before. I used to use... I'll need to get... to be honest, I have a binder all, but I don't think I've got any rings for them. The the spirals. I'll have a look. And I don't have any of the big, the round clips that you out with. I don't know what you call them, O-rings or whatever. I don't know. I'll have to have a really good look to see if I've got something like that. But yeah, I did do one. Yeah, the ripping of the edges. Yeah, I like that look. I like the ruffly look of that. Right. That's... I need to take a drink. I can feel a sneeze coming as well. Oh dear. Right, so that is that. And that is on there like that. Alright. No, that one was going to be there, wasn't it? That's what I was going to do. Or should I do it that way? Because don't forget, that's going to go like that. The journal, I'm just trying to think this out properly. Da-da, I don't know. See, I like that as well. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Cardboard covers. I haven't done them live, but I have done them. You've got loads of the binder O-rings. Oh, I'll have a look first, because Mandy, thank you. I'll have a look first and let you know, because I haven't used my binder O in about 4 or 5 years, and it's in a cupboard that have got boxes sitting on front of it and on top of it, so I'll need to pull it all out and have a look. I could very well have them, I'm just not sure. So I'll have a look first and let you know. Did I have a look into the live with Andrea? Yeah, we need to sort that out. That'll be funny. I don't think we've worked out how to get the two of us on here at the same time, like a split screen. I don't know how you would do it. I will have to find out from somebody that's technically minded. Hi Robin, glad you could join. Right, let's talk in everyone and get this, get it done. Get it done. Right, do I? I'm going to put that on there. That's where I was originally going to put it, so that's where it's going. Oh no, I didn't punch. Right, hang on. I didn't do my little notch there. There we go. Oh, panic. There we go. That should stick nicely there. I might trim this down a little bit actually, and that one to have, say, a pocket there and a pocket there. So I am going to trim them down just a tad, because as I'm progressing, I'm changing my mind, obviously. So that was at the 4. This piece here was at 4 inches, so I'm going to take that into 3.5. Right, that was 3.5. That's not actually quite straight, but there we go. There we go. Right. And that was 7.5, so I'm actually going to take that down to about 6.5. Let me see if 6.5 is good. Let me see. Yep, or I'll do it that way, or the other. Right, I'm happy with that now. Okay. Got to ink these up and then mat them. Excuse me. Andrea must have fell asleep again. She did tell me to message her, but I forgot. It's because I was dashing around. A sports themed for men. I find it hard doing masculine journals. I done one for a design team project quite a few years back for Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and I did struggle with it. I think it was called something Gentleman, I can't remember. Lovely kit, but just really hard trying not to put a flower or a butterfly on it. Crazy, isn't it? Right, so that's that. We've got that pocket, that pocket, that pocket. That I need to snip that off. I'm just thinking, is that going to be too much of a bulk? Let me just see. Let's see. Is that going to be too much bulk? Not. I'm doing it anyway. I'll figure that one out. Right. Since that's going to be covered, the bottom bit, I'm not really worried about that going all the way down to the bottom. So I know that I need, I believe it's 10, no, 9.5. 9.5. And then on that one, it'll be 9.5, 9.5 across by 8. I'm going to do 8.2 centimeters on that. If I can find a bit of paper that I want to use, probably do that. So that was 9.5 by 8.2. So let's put there. There we go. Right, let's get that matted on after I ink it up. Never thought of Western style. Western style, yeah. Ooh, what's that going on outside? Nobody's supposed to be out. We're on lockdown, and you hear that. And I know that that's younger kids because they normally go around naughty. Right. Sorry, I know the matting of this is quite boring, but I have to do it. Otherwise, it will just be a plain file folder. But I'm looking forward to working with the Jane Austen bits. See what I can do with that. There we go. I will not be happy if that car or whatever it is comes back round here. Noisy. Right. And don't forget, the pockets and stuff, I will be embellishing them. Not tonight, but that will be the next one on Sunday. But there will be pretty flat embellishments. They're not going to be very dimensional because obviously it's going to add a lot of bulk to the file folder. I've done a lap book before, yeah. Again, something I'm not this is because this is stressing me out doing this. So yeah, a lap book's just gonna like send me over the edge. I need, you know, I need obviously better. I need a better setup to do bigger projects. I know that now. But I would like to try and keep these craft with me's, the live ones, obviously, to, you know, a two or three part, yeah, 2 or 3 parter. Right, I do need to do that first, but I think the glue's maybe a little bit still wet. There's a little notch out of there. And here, and I didn't put that one straight enough, but you can hide things when you don't do when you don't got straight lines. Yeah, I get that. Forever Purple Creations. It's, yeah, you just want to keep adding and adding and adding, and sometimes you think, hang on a minute, I gotta stop here. But if you add things in a way that they can be removed, is a good idea as well. Just holding that down for a second to let this glue take. Don't forget, put your YouTube channel links into the chat box here, and if, you know, people want to jump on and follow you, then click on the link and it should take you there. Right, so hold that down and that down for a second because the glue's rubbish. Right, I'm going to take some of that away from there. Right. Oh, I needed to trim that. Could have done that a little bit, this a little bit differently, to be honest, but I've done it how I've done it now. It is what it is. Okay. This is kind of reminding me of like mini albums, where we used to build mini albums up with all your pockets and stuff. Oh, maybe that's what I could do for a change. A mini album. I haven't done one in eons. Oh my goodness. Beverly, where are you? Where in the world are you? That's awful, kids having birthday parties. There was one here in St Albans the other day, but it kind of went viral on all the local groups, and I hope they feel ashamed of themselves right now, having a party. I mean, I know kids are young and they don't understand. You're in Maryland. Oh, it's just, it's silly, isn't it? Why would you do that right now? Crazy, crazy. Good night, Stampin' Stilettos. I'll be back on Sunday if you want to join. And I'll have videos up through the week as well. Yeah, it's crazy. It's thoughtless. It really is thoughtless. Right. Here we go. Right. And try and line that up pretty straight. See if I can do this without knocking the camera. I spend half my time actually standing up, looking over to make sure everything's pretty straight. Yeah, we are to have a heat wave apparently. 20 degrees, but I know it's not like that hot, but it's hot and we're all stuck indoors. I think you'll be okay if if you've got a house and you've got a garden, then you can sit out in the garden, and you're amongst your own family members that you live with. No, they shouldn't be having a party. They should not be having other people in their homes. It's bloody stupid. It really is. I'm going to glue that down. Oops, I'm right off camera there. When it comes to making the journal for this, I'm only going to use 10 pages. 10 pages is all I'm going to use. So that it sits nicely. I'm not, because that one that I done the other day in the altered paper bag was just super chunky, but thankfully you can take, that's a two-piece project, as in, you've got the altered paper bag and you can take the journal out of that and use it. But this, I could actually do it where we take the journal out and write in it. I'm going to make a little note of that because I might forget. Make the journal removable. Yeah, that's a good idea, Yvonne. Yeah, I was just thinking that, or I could use like I would do with my my dories and things like that. But I definitely got to strengthen that up. But what I think I'm going to do, damn, I should have put the the Tyvek on there first, but I will measure the Tyvek to here and here, I think, and put it on. Should have done that first, but hey ho. Okay, right. So that's going to be my front. I'm not going to decorate that until afterwards because I don't know what to do on that. I think I might do a, what do I call them things again? dearie me. A topper, jeez. I'll use a topper for the front of that. So I'll do that last. That's how I work when I make my journals as well. So here, that's gonna be my front, and that is obviously, that's the flip there, that's that. I might actually just create another pocket for here. I don't know whether to do one like that on that side or do a corner one. What do you think? A long pocket or a corner one? Thank you. Hope you're enjoying me doing this. I know everybody's talking about other things as well. A corner. Yes, that's what I think. A corner. Okay. Yeah, because I've got a long one and I've got these and a nice corner one. Right, do I do it that angle or that angle? Corner bigot. I'll do a corner bigot, Carol. Yeah, corner pockets. Yep. Corner. Yeah, corner seems to be it, isn't it? Right, I've still got some of this left to see if I can use some of these. Probably not. No, because it's got all the score marks on it. I can use these. See all these little bits? I'll cut them down and just make little tags out of them. So I just need another one facing in. So that away. Right, let's see. Oh, look at that. Got another little piece there. Right, I'm going to do a long one actually, not a little corner. Do a deep one. Yep, right, okay. So I'm going to do my little, oops, the diddly, 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch there. And then I'm going to, what is that? That is, right. So it's going to be 4, but I am gonna, where's that gone? Oh, it's attached to it, Yvonne. Crazy woman. Right. Right, so I'm just gonna, I should have just trimmed that off when I was on the trimmer, but no. Oops. You're actually sewing. What, like that away? Okay, left side, I'll cut the pocket first and then, because I can fold it either way. I can fold it either way, so I'm just guesstimating that now. Right, so we have it that way, and I'm calling that left, or that way, right. Left or right, you can choose. Too late, I've cut that now. I might be able to do a belly band somewhere else. The right, this side. Da-da, yeah, that makes sense actually, yes. Okay, right, so that's going to be there. So I'm just going to do the same. Right, and the best way to do it when you've done that is fold it in and then trim that bit off, and then fold that bit in, and I don't need to cut any of that. Well, I do, I'll just mitre it a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to ink up around that. So if you don't already know, then I've made a playlist up of these, and they're all going to be, it's in the Craft With Me playlist, right, which I've used a lot of that, so I'm thinking I don't want to use that again. So I was thinking, whoopsie. I'll do that one. Right. let's see if I can get that in frame there. What I will do there is I've lined that, leaving a little border all around, and then I'm just going to, from there to there, leaving again hopefully a little border. I'm just going to tear that, and I really messed that up, didn't I? I forgot I wasn't doing it that way, but what I'm going to do is, oh dear, it's a night of mistakes, it really is. Right, okay, I'm just gonna, it's because I left that little thingy bit done. Okay, so there, we just go from there to there and cut that off. So I get for being a smarty pants. There we go. See, this is what it's like. We all make mistakes, don't we? You know, one of my favourite quotes is, we all make mistakes, that's why they put erasers on the end of pencils. That is one of my favourite things, because I think that is so true. Yeah, put it under and fold it, yeah, but I've just done it this way now. It's because I'm normally, obviously, I'm crafting all by myself. I'm not interacting with anyone, and it's just, you know, my whole attention is on the project. But now I'm trying to read what's going on. Yeah, just happy accident. Yeah, that's true. Happy accident. Trying to read what's going on, and obviously this part isn't planned, as in this pocket, because I wasn't quite sure. I had wrote on my other little piece of paper that's clipped up on my blind right now what I was doing. Here we go. Sorry, I'm probably out of frame. Definitely need to get something to hold my phone that's much higher up so that you can see more of my desk and more of my mess. Right, that's definitely got to snip that off now. And that should be fine. Nope, I'm going to snip a little bit more off. And like I said, these aren't tutorials, these are just craft with me's. My tutorials will be on Let's Make. But this is just craft along with me. See all my mistakes. See me getting a hot mess. Just holding that down because, like I've said, the glue is not that great at the moment. Don't know why. There we go. I think. Perfect. Okay. Sure there's enough glue on there to hold it down. Right. I think I've sussed something out as well. I'm going to try it tomorrow. Now, when you do a live, you've got the option of unlisted, which means the only people that can see it live is who you send a link to, or public, which is what I choose to do these. Now, because I can only upload 15 minutes from my phone, because that's all the app allows you to do, I was thinking of doing some unlisted ones, and then they'll just come up as a playback, and then I don't have it's just for some projects I know they're going to take me more than 15 minutes to make, so I'm going to give that a try. And then, you know, they're probably like 20, 25 minutes, 30-minute projects, but I just have difficulty trying to get my videos uploaded to my laptop, and it doesn't recognize it, and then it just really peeves me off. So that's why I don't do them. But I'm going to try that to see. Right, I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, I'm quite pleased. And as I said, I'm going to leave that till the last, because I think I'll do a topper, but then I'm not going to do a topper right now and not really know all the other things that I'm going in there with, because I don't want to repeat something like the images and stuff like that, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I'm quite pleased how that turned out. I've actually got another file folder that I'd started ages ago, and it was from a tutorial that ARTYmaze had done. Let's see if I can find it. Nope. Oh, I don't know what I've done with it, but I did find it. Oh, there we go. It's all folded up already. It was one of these obviously same file folder, but it was obviously, it flips right out, and you would have the journal in there as well, but obviously that would be chopped off. So I won't do this one straight after, when I finish this series. I might do that in a couple of weeks, show you how that one's going. But I think I'm gonna call that done. I've done an hour and a half now, so that's pretty good. I can't wait. I keep knocking the camera, but I really can't wait to start. Obviously I've got these printed out. If you weren't here right in the beginning, then this is what I showed at the beginning. This is from ARTYmaze as well. There's journal cards, there's these pretty tags, there's some more journal cards, and what I'll do is I will probably have these all ready to put in here, because I'm not going to sit and like coffee stain the backs of them and sew them onto things, because that's just, you know, nobody wants to see that. I've got an envelope there. There is some more stuff that I might print off, shrink down some things to put inside some of the little tucks. And like I said, I'm only going to make a little thin journal for this, still removable. And yeah, so, and you can see they've got the nice pinks in this that will go with these background papers, which are not Jane Austen. These are the freebies on ARTYmaze's group, and it's, if you go onto the group and look in the file section, it comes up saying free kit. I think that's where it says free kit, because obviously she added it. You click on it, it will bring it up on a PDF. That's how it worked with me. I don't know if it would do the same for anyone else if you're using it on a different device, using a different device. But then you click on it and it's a Google, so you get it through Google. That's how you get it. And then once it's on your Google, your Google Drive, yeah, your Google Drive, you would then download it onto sorry, let me finish saying this and I'll get back to you on that one. Yeah, you download it to you get it, she shares it to you via Google. When it's on Google, then you download it and then you've got it. That's all. Right, back to, you don't understand why I can't upload more than 15 minutes from my phone. When the app, my YouTube app on my phone, if a video, well, I'm not sure if it's changed, but up until, oh gosh, even like a couple of months ago, if I'd done a video and it was literally 3 seconds over 15 minutes, it would tell me that it cannot be uploaded, it's too large. I've got iMovie as well, but even then the app doesn't allow me. The thing is, I don't want to do one and then do like a whole, say, 16-minute video just to see if it works, and then I've got to do it all again. But it doesn't. I can then take the video from my phone, which again causes me issues because my laptop doesn't always pick up my phone for some reason. I can transfer it onto my laptop. It could be an hour long, the video, and it will upload onto YouTube, no problem, but not from my phone, not from my iPhone, it won't. Yeah, I've only recently started using iMovie, and it's normally if I'm doing like you know, have to stop and start things, like if I'm doing a short video anyway. Like I said, oh, I'm going to go off and sew this, so I'll stop it, go sew something, bring it back, and I'll do it that way. But still, if the video goes over 15 minutes, the YouTube app on my phone won't allow me to upload it. And it's been like that for years. Because I did think it was stupid, really. I will try. I'll see if I've got an old video somewhere that's on my phone still. Be longer than 16 minutes, and I'll see, and I'll screenshot what it says. But like I said, it might have changed recently, but not as in, because I did do one not so long ago, maybe a month or two ago, and it literally just went over the 15 minutes, and I thought, oh damn, this is going to be a nightmare. I'm going to have to get this on the computer, because I have to then go in and use the computer in a house, and even that's temperamental at times. And I had to do it that way, all because of something like 3 or 4 seconds over the 15 minutes. But like I said, this is why I'm kind of liking the lives as well, because I can crack on, get it done. Doesn't matter how long. I use an iPhone, don't use iMovie. Go to YouTube, hit upload, and add it directly from my library. Yeah, that's what I do. That's exactly what I do. But if it's over 15 minutes, doesn't work for me. Never has. And yet I can upload a video that's an hour long onto my YouTube channel via my computer. I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, crazy. But I'm, you know, it's not a big deal. I've got, you know, I've found ways around it now. I think I found a way around it by doing a live, but it's not a live. It's just keeping it unlisted till I've finished it. Then once it's uploaded and saved and on playback, I can change that to public. But I will try it anyway. I will try it and see. I'll just do a little 5-minute video and see if it works, and if I can change it from unlisted to public, and then that way I can do much longer videos without having to stress out about. But yeah, right, so I'm going to call that part 1. I will try and remember to put the measurements, but I will show them one more time here at the end. My file folder with my measurements. So okay, I'm keeping the middle to the middle 3 creases that you get in them naturally anyway. I'm keeping them, keeping the middle one to sew my journal in, and from this score mark and that score mark, again already on the file folder, I'm measuring out 4 1/4, 4 1/4, then 4 1/4 that way, and then this way 2 1/2. I've measured lengthways. I've measured 8 1/4, which roughly gives me the traveller's notebook size that I kind of like doing. And then I'm keeping one of these, obviously that came off. Oh no, I'm not in frame here. That came off. These bits came off. I kept this one here for my back pocket, and that came off, and then that side bit up there came off. So basically 4 1/2, 4 1/2, another 4 1/2, and 2 1/2 by 8 1/4. I hope that was helpful. Right, I will look forward to getting back to this on Sunday. I might be back a little bit earlier on Sunday if I can get dinner done, and don't really need to do anything else, to be honest, so I could be a little bit earlier. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed chatting to each other as well. Hope you've made new connections with YouTube and stuff. And like I said, this will be on replay if you want to go back and watch it and watch me mess up right in the beginning. Well, I didn't really mess up, I just got confused. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. Speak to you all soon. Stay safe and good evening.